Yo, what's up, people? This is just a really random, unexpected video I just wanted to make after seeing Sonic Soul's video. Is Nash trash? Like his counter argument, whatever that was. Shoutouts to Sonic Soul, by the way. He's a cool guy. He was showing like this part of L.I. Joe's stream where L.I. Joe was saying, "Oh, this character sucks, blah blah," and Sonic Soul trying to say like it's all about how you use the character, it doesn't really suck, etc. I just felt like I want to give you my thoughts on the matter and also give you a little information on what I think about the new V-trigger Nash has gotten, which I have pretty much given up on using, and I'll tell you why later. I thought I'd just put on like some random, kind of random match, meanwhile explaining my thoughts here. Well, if I could. Okay, this is interesting. So there is actually an option to just view replay instantly, but it's in gray letters, so you can't actually pick that. So you still have to add it and view it. Oh wow. Capcom in a nutshell. And now if Hurricane doesn't want this to be on YouTube, I'm sorry, I will just take this video down if that's the case. Well, when L.I. Joe says that Nash sucks, the thing is, I agree in one way, but I don't agree in another way. And here's what I think about Nash. Nash has a pretty good tool set. He has pretty good resources. They are not awful by any means. And you know, when people say that the character balance in Street Fighter V is like one of the better in fighting games out there, I can see how, and I agree in a way, but the thing is that what's wrong is that the meta game itself is unbalanced in this game. You can have two characters having completely reasonable, for the most part, like good tools that counter each other. Nash has good tools. And pretty much any character has good tools in this game. But then you also have to like count how many times do I have to succeed with my tool in this game. And the thing with Nash is, as L.I. Joe said, Nash doesn't suck, he just has to do a tremendous amount of work. Which is really true. The thing is that he has good tools, but he needs to make sure that he gets it right, like, what, 30 times per round. Meanwhile, many characters have to use, like, get their stuff right, like 5 times, maybe. You see where I'm going? So it's not that Nash's toolset is bad. It's just that he needs to do the right thing so many times in order to even get around, you know? And the sad thing is that makes sense for a character in a fighting game. I find Nash extremely well designed, extremely fun to play, and he is one of the few characters in this game that I feel works in a manner that pretty much every character should be working in this game. People always say you should not nerf good characters, you should just buff bad characters. And as I can see why you would want to do that, I really don't feel that's the way to go in this game. Because, in my opinion, characters like Nash, Vega, Ryu, maybe, Minot, these characters. Sorry, I'm just picking a replay here just to have on the background. I feel like those 4 characters do a sensible amount of work in matches. Meanwhile, many other characters, like this one to the right. The funny thing about Laura is that she doesn't have like the best tools. She doesn't have amazing walk speed. She doesn't have like... She has kind of stubby normals. She has kind of awkward footsies. But the thing is with her, that she needs to succeed like 1 time, or 2, okay, or 3. Meanwhile, Nash, who has good tools, needs to succeed like 20 times. Of course, it depends on what confirms you're getting, etc. But do you see where I'm going? So it's not that Nash sucks, like, it's not that his tools suck. Like, his tools make sense. His tools are well designed, but the metagame in itself in this game is designed so that the majority of the characters get major reward for getting 1 confirm, like a crush counter, or as I prefer to call it, crush cancer. So yeah, that's kind of my... And the sad thing is that I think Nash is bottom 5. Not because he has bad tools, but because he needs to succeed too many times per round to get somewhere. Well, and on top of that, he doesn't have any defensive options. He is one of the few characters with no invincible reversal and no 3-framer, and not the best V reversal. It was nerfed pretty heavily. Now, when it comes to V-Trigger 2,